Good morning, FlossTube. It's been a while, I know, but I hope everybody's been doing good. Getting lots of stitching in, lots of Maynia plans from what I've been seeing, so woo, love that. Maynia's coming. This will be a video about some tentative plans for that. Also, the gist of what April has gotten accomplished around here. And pretty much a wrap-up of the month and on to May and what all May brings. So to get right into it, I'll start off with my shout-outs for today. I'm just going to look at my paper to make sure I say them properly. Today's shout-outs are Sandra Lynch and Lena Coates. Some of you may already know about them. I've had more time to watch videos than either stitch or make videos, so I've been just kind of finding new people and trying to catch up on ones that I've already subscribed to, and it's just been crazy around here, but I did find those guys and thought I'd give them a shout out, and you can go check them out as well. They've got some really nice things going on. So getting into what April has been kind of nuts around here. It's spring. I don't have the typical career that most ladies do, but a lot of ladies in my area of the world can totally relate. They've been there, or their parents have been there, or their grandparents have been there. So, we're kind of it is what it is here. This is what you gotta do. So far this week has been, I spent Monday fencing. So my horses are out on pasture and they are loving it because, it's spring and there's all that green grass. So they're just happy. They've been, every morning I see them tearing around up and down the pasture. They're running and bucking and farting, and because that's what horses do when they run and buck. So they're having a good old time, not being ridden because I've been too busy with other things. But at least they're enjoying themselves. Yesterday we got up at 3 a.m. to load hogs, and I'll tell you what, there's no need to go to a gym if you're going to fight 300-pound hogs and convince them to get into a truck. It is what it is. But someone's got to bring the bacon, right? So yesterday, that was me and my husband. So yeah, it makes bacon taste all the better, but I can't have it because it's too rich. Anyway, that was my day yesterday, so there wasn't going to be a video because I was just too tired after dealing with all of that. So, but today, now, it's 40 degrees outside. Spring's kind of abandoned us, and poof, it's 40 degrees and super windy and a bit raining, so I kind of got the day off because it's too cold to do anything outside and too muddy because it rained. So it's just kind of a hiatus. So I thought, okay, today's the day. I'm going to get this video out because, I don't want anyone to think that I ran away or fell off the planet or something. So, April progress and the wrap-up of the month. The Haid Challenge, it didn't even get out of the box. I haven't even put it on a hoop. I haven't touched it. So, I'm thinking of just kind of scratching that one off because there's no way. May is going to be, horribly nuts with other stuff going on here that we're just getting into. So, I'm going to have to take my name off the Haid Challenge because I'll never reach that goal in 6 weeks to get a whole page done. It's just not going to happen. And I can admit defeat when I know it's going to kick my butt. So the only other stitching I did, Summer Queen hasn't come out yet. I remember she was going to be on my lineup. So I'm going to reserve her and roll it into May. She'll be part of the May whips that I'll work on for Maynia. Just because. And then what I was working on was a conversion of Mirabilia, Queen of Peace. And that is what she looks like originally. It's kind of a sad thing. When I joined the Queen of Peace Stitch Along, I discovered that this chart was out of print. And I thought, oh, you gotta be kidding me, because I bought this when it was first released. And that's how long it's been sitting around. And then I thought, okay, I need to get my stuff out and start working on this kind of stuff. But anyway, I was kind of disappointed to hear that, but maybe there's a few out there. But anyway, this is the conversion that I have been working on for her. Hoping that's picking it up. I based it on Edgar Allan Poe's Annabelle Lee. See, she's got the raven, that's very Poe. And then I gave her a more Victorian style hairdo. You know, nothing too crazy, but, you know, more of that era, because while the pixie haircut is really cute in the original, in fact, it reminds me of Julie Andrews, so I really like that. But for an Edgar Allan Poe, that era, you know, the women would not have had short hair, you know, especially, you know, wealthy women or, you know, fancy ladies or whatever. They would not have had short hair, so she needed long hair. I will be offering the conversion for her, the information, and true to course, my policy has always been that when I share a conversion, you are going to need the original pattern. That's just baseline, because any changes that I do to the chart, that's going to be the only bit you'll get in when I share the conversion. So in this instance, you would get a list of the colors I used, a wig, basically, the hairdo that I recharted, and you'll get a guideline where to like stick it on her head, but that's it. And then the head of the bird, because it is actually the dove she's holding. Look here, it's the dove that she's holding. I've just changed it to black and gave it a raven's head. So you get a bird's head, a wig, and the list of colors used. You will still need to buy the original pattern by Nora, just because that has always been, always will be, my policy. And I've kind of been shocked, because I've found that people will actually change the colors and then sell that as like their own work or their own whatever, and rightfully so. I would be pissed if I was the designer. So that's not something I will ever be a part of. So, going on record right now. So if you want to do the conversion, you will need to get the pattern. So it's kind of sad that, you know, I only recently discovered that it was out of print, but oh, I hate it when stuff does that. I really do. But anyway, that's been the only thing I've worked on in April, and really not a lot to show for almost an entire month, or at least 2 or 3 weeks of it. So moving right along, let's get into Maynia plans. Because anyway, I'll still keep the Queen of Peace conversion around, just because I am waiting for her bling. I need to get, you know, some of her things. They're coming in the mail. It's not very conventional beading like you'd see on a Mirabilia or, you know, whatever. So it'll be quite interesting. I got 5 or 6 ideas floating around in my head, trying to duke it out which one's gonna get, I guess, which one will get to be sewn onto her. So, and I'm not gonna know until all those things come. So it's going to be more of an unconventional look, but we'll see where it goes. I might keep the flowers, the roses in her hair. I've left them on the pattern ready, or left them in her hair ready to do if that's what I decide. But ultimately I'm not going to know which way it's going to go until she gets her stuff. So anyway, my camera's probably going to click out before I get into the Maynia plans, so I'm just going to wrap this one up now so that it's not so nuts and cuts me off, because I hate that. So I'll just do a new video for Maynia, but it will be coming. I want to thank everybody who's been watching and subscribing and kind of checking up on me. You know, I do appreciate that. You know, in future, if you don't hear from me or see videos for a while, it's just, I haven't run away or fallen off the planet. It's just the workload has amped up because it's, you know, spring and summer, and there's never a shortage of stuff to do on a farm. So that's my story. Thank you for watching. I've been enjoying everybody else's videos, especially the Maynia plans. Thank yous all for doing that. It's just been wonderful. Very inspiring. It reminds me of the old Guilt-Free January that used to be on the bulletin boards, and I loved that. And now Guilt-Free January is moved into Maynia. So a little different time of the year. It's going to take some finagling to, you know, make it work for me personally, but I'll get there. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up. Bid you all a very fond farewell, and I'll see you in the next video shortly. Take care now. Bye.